And we are live again. What is up, you guys? James and Sailor Jupiter Fan 2001 back with a very special stream to do. This time, it's a birthday stream for Skarloey, Talyllyn, and the narrow gauge engines. This also includes Renius and Dolgotch. And Dolgotch, who have turned 160 this year. But also Edward Thomas and Peter Sam, who are also little old twins. So to start us off, we're going to try high up in the hills. And there is Gabe. I had to text Trevor, so if he can join, he wants to. I feel like we gotta put all the standard gauge engines here. That's a fail. I need to get them arranged for the centenary. You need to be careful. Hey, Isaiah. And duck derailed. Yes, Stepney will also be part of the celebration. Next up is Paxton. And so Diesel give Diesel's. To get the narrow gauge engines all lined up. You have to get the engines lined up. Gordon derailed again. I need to uncouple Henry. I need to get everyone in their places, all the standard gauge engines in their places for the celebration. Gordon. First up, we need. Next up is Gordon. Next is James. Edward derailed again. This is why you can't start up quickly with the standard gauge engine high up in the hills. You must start up slowly. There's Isaiah.
Can you hear me, guys?
I had to get the standard gauge engines in their places.
Why is he hiding?
Where are they hiding?
No, Heinz. Why is he hiding?
And Donald. Go behind here. Donald, he derailed. Next is Stepney. The last two we're gonna add are Paxton and Devious Diesel. I'll give Diesel this face. Now looks like the engines are all ready to take place. Well, and there's your UP's old account. There's Trevor.
Hey, sorry it took so long. I was trying to watch Barrington to make sure he doesn't run away from the backyard.
Hey, wait, Barrington? Wait,
Barrington's
how
one of my
fast can you run?
dogs.
Well, that's good.
How are you guys?
We're
Very
good.
good.
Well,
That's good.
fine. Hey, Trevor, I got this from Walmart back on Monday in New Jersey.
Cool.
Trevor, what do you think of this Thomas, the 2025 Thomas?
I think it's an improvement over the Origins Go version.
What about Trackmaster 2?
Also, I got this today.
Well, that's cool, Gabe.
Although,
I
one thing
also
can
got
good,
this too. Boys.
That's cool. Now, what are you saying, Isaiah?
you know one thing that still sucks about these? They cannot free roll. That sucks.
Uh-huh.
But hey, look at the sidewalls. A lot of Mattel put the sidewall on these.
Yeah, and I like the detailing on the side tanks, too.
Did Mattel we have the big on Time Machine 23? I'm not a big fan of how it was in 23 and 24. And not a big fan of the big at Twist either. Honestly, Mattel and Mattel try to do keep these from the artist go high, but at least have a lot more detailing here and there. Hey, look, the white running board and the black buffaloes are back. It sucks it didn't have that in the back, but overall, it's a pretty good item. I would say the Trap Battle 2 is half good and half bad, but compared to this, it does have some cons, but not a lot of huge cons here and there. At least it should have got back in 2014 other than this. And I want to keep these real, but I want them to free roll. It sucks you cannot free roll. The only way to do that is to take out the motor, but if you do that, they don't work again.
Now, I'm getting the little engines. I got the standard gauge engines placed in their positions for Skarloey and Renee's birthday.
What about the truck?
Now,
When do you think that these trucks to come with Thomas?
what do you think of the trucks, Trevor, that come with Thomas?
They look really great, I'll admit.
You know one thing I hate about these trucks?
What?
Remember the truck we got back in 2020 and 21 that they can move along? Unfortunately, they don't do that. They don't
You mean
like
they
rock
don't
and
wobble
roll
anymore?
No, unfortunately, they don't do that. We at least get these trucks. We really keep the trucks, but not like Thomas himself.
First, get Mighty Mac, and then finally Smudger.
I love how detailed Mattel put in these trucks. Although one car I have with these trucks is the cargo. It's so fucking small.
Hey, what are your favorite narrow gauge engines, guys?
My favorite is our favorites are Sir Handel and Peter Sam.
That's cool.
Probably the main 6 engines. I still need to get a Trackmaster Duke.
Okay, probably a tie two between Duncan and Duke the Lost Engine.
Here's some spots on the Skarloey Railway. Rumblin' Bridge.
The next 2025 I'm gonna get is James.
Including Duke.
That's
what I promise.
Remember Rumblin' Bridge, guys?
Yeah, I remember Rumblin' Bridge. I have the Wooden Railway version.
I do prefer
As seen in the grand opening.
Instead of using Fearless Freddy in.
I got the narrow gauge engines all placed for the celebration. We have Rusty's Ghost Engine.
No, that came from Five Nights at Smuggler's.
Imagine if Bachman decided to make a model of him.
He uses Sir Handel's faces.
Huh.
And here's his alternate whistle. Edward's whistle, but reverbed.
Wait,
here's
I never added this. What talent animation do you prefer? Do you prefer stop motion or CGI?
I like a variety of both stop motion and or CGI, as well as 2D animation.
CGI animation of Thomas is far more realistic to me, no offense. It's far more realistic.
I agree. I mean, 2D animation is fine for other things like the Disney Renaissance, just to name one. But for Thomas, it should be either models or CGI.
Okay, if I want to make a 2D Thomas, I want to keep a realistic design and keep a cartoony design. A cartoony design, but still keep the realism, but not what we had expected. Still keep a mix of both realism and cartoony. But I can see when tell one though, a cartoony Thomas, but still keep the realism. That's the whole entire appeal to the Thomas franchise. It's not this Toy Story, no SpongeBob. They're talking trains that funny like trains in real life.
Look at this. We have Skarloey and Renee's with each other's faces.
Yeah, that happens sometimes.
And alternate whistle. Same thing. And this Skarloey's whistle came from a Chicago and Northwestern locomotive in the CGI series, that is. Here's what a Season 5 Sir Handle would look like. Look at this, Trevor. A what if Season 5 Sir Handle?
Yeah, it's too bad Sir Handle never appeared in Season 5.
Not in 6 and 7. Because Lost Girl was not made yet that time period. And I will say this though, even though season 10 was a bad season, it still fun with a good episode. Even though we turned to handle and we're not appear like in what, a few seasons later.
Understandable.
Here's the thing on Rusty's Season 5 model. You get a face that says, "No!" It's going to be like in Shed 17.
Exactly.
Anyways, thank you very. Oh! That would be like Shed 17 if it were narrow gauge.
Yep.
Alternate horn. We also get cabless Skarloey and cabless Renes.
What was up with that scene? He gave my mind off.
Embarrassed Skarloey. Winking.
Hey Trevor, I never asked you this. Have you seen this before?
Seen what?
PBS Kids Play.
No, but I've heard that. I agree with Isaiah that I blame Donald Trump for PBS Kids shutting down. I mean, that's supposed to educate kids. I mean, what does he want? Brain rot like Coco Melon?
Wait, Trev, you saw my post?
I saw your community post about that, yeah.
Yeah, from last night. This is why Trump did not come back as president. Like,
Yeah,
this is like the second what do you think of bombing Iran?
I was pissed when that happened.
It's
Me
beaming
too.
Skarloey.
I was disappointed and upset about it.
Renes's unused laughing and surprised faces.
Some people would argue
This horrified.
with me and disagree what I'm saying about her being E1
Here's X's.
then
These little Barford. You guys remember Little Barford?
I certainly do.
Yeah.
What if he appeared in the show?
People don't like me that much.
I don't know.
When it comes to how I act is important.
He uses modified Duncan faces. One of this is. That's a Duncan face.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Also, I have done like a few updates on sort of my
What are you getting next?
TV series hybrid
I'm
characters.
going to try Duke.
Uh-oh.
Duke?
This
Here's Thomas right here. The
this
reason why
Thomas.
this one's special is that I might update the face from with the Steam-along Thomas face I got in a lot with other engines.
Smirking Duke.
Thomas.
Devious Duke.
I changed the
Insane.
motor to make it much more faster.
Wow. Here's Furious Duke.
Really series, James.
I'll have to get some Thomas audio up. I'll get some audio up. Bradford the Brake Van audio up. This is what Duke would be saying when he wears this face.
Thomas? Thomas! Hold on! I need to speak to you!
Sorry, I couldn't hear you guys for a moment.
Just
It's
take.
okay.
This is what Duke would say. So this is what Duke would say if he had this face.
Thomas? Thomas! Hold on! I need to speak to you!
Or it'd be like this to the trucks because he's old like.
Right, you want him not! I'm in charge now! So no bumping and none of you a cheek! Not on my
Wait.
watch, matey. This is now a bump-free zone. Oh,
Because that voice would suit well for Duke.
Yeah, in the CGI series, at least.
Wait a minute. Would Duke sound like Satan Opera Steel, like Fireman Sam?
In my
Yep,
own
I
head
think-
canon, yes, but this is also a good choice for Duke.
Like
Satan Opera
this.
Steel.
I easily would think that whoever was the voice actor of Bradford the Breakfin,
There was Rob Rackstraw.
Honestly,
Rob Rackstraw-
Satan Opera Steel. I hate like in season 6, like the 7, or
mean,
I had to say,
Bradford the
it's
Breakfin
joke
is-
with toys for some reason.
is probably like a strict teacher
There's Red
in
Duke.
schools at that moment, and the
I like
trouble
this.
oh! Stop right there! What? What's wrong? You are going nowhere until these mucky cars have cleaned themselves up. What the... Gully car. Now, off to the washdown. Hut, hut, hut. Move it, move it.
Here's Railway Series. Here's Red Duke.
me.
Those are
Right.
Duke's liveries.
Put the narrow gauge engines in my
There's Ivo Hugh.
Blu-rays collection. And this is where I put a track measure.
Here's his
If
whistle.
I have one, sorry, lost the happy. The happy cat.
You know, Trevor, Ivo Hugh has Vinny's whistle at a lower pitch.
Wait,
Uh-huh.
Trevor, that reminds me of something. You know,
What?
said that old video you're just saying that Luke is like young Nagi's engine. You know, we don't know IQ's character. According to Trading Card, he depicted as a young engine, so it makes sense. So IQ was terrified. We're gonna have another Nugget that is young John with Lou, but the problem is we cannot two Nugget with the exact number 7. Freddy worked appear in Blue Mountain Mystery, but he was dropped for unknown reason. But
Yeah, I
IQ
know.
was terrified. He could have a different number and different livery. After all the Nugget got different livery. Will he be the same livery red or in the color purple?
Fearless Freddy would have easily.
Forgot to say this earlier, but this stream falls under fair use.
We know.
I mean, he'll be nice and purple, so give IQ the color purple.
Here's Duncan's liveries.
Renee's.
There's
Number 3,
Green Duncan.
Sir Hamill.
Looks like his twin Douglas.
There's Blue Duncan.
Number 6, Duncan.
There's
Number 7,
Stoll. Gray Duncan.
number 7, Ivo Hill. Number
Green
9,
Duncan.
Duke. And number
Black Duncan. And normal.
Ouch.
Fearless Freddy.
There's Rusty's different liveries.
That's the
Black, Green Rusty, like Midlander. White Roof Rusty. Of Red Rusty. Here's Rusty's unused, horrified face.
I mean, Trevor, even though Carl Engine was kind of guilty pleasure, I'm glad the fact that in the dream scene, they brought back Rusty's small gauge model. It looks better than his large scale model. His face is so huge.
Here's
That's fair.
for Peter Sam.
That seems fair
At
enough.
least with Carl Engines, at least it's passable. The Morris handle much better on with Day of the Villains.
Now, And another thing too, Trevor, is that in calling all engines, Thomas did have a brain. He knew there were some good diesels, but listening to Day of the Diesels, he said that he assumed that all diesels were bad.
That's hypocritical of him, because he should know better than to say that.
Thomas, are you that stupid? You did have brain and carnal engines. You went at the Navy for help. And hell, you even informed D-Lieutenant to help cut out the block track. You informed him. But he didn't think that all these are bad, even the nice ones. You know that a lot of these are nice. Maven, Salty, Boko, Rusty, Dennis. Like, you idiot. You have no idea that there's some these are nice. Not all these are bad. That exact same thing for you are steamies. Not all that good. Look at Spencer. He was even here off the rail. You want here to be scrap.
Here's Peter Sam's different liveries. Beyond black stripes.
Wait, why is that true about Spencer? Is Spencer evil?
He's not really evil.
I'll admit he's not really evil, but I chose him as one of my favorite villains anyway because he was the main antagonist in Hero of the Rails.
That's true though. He may like an antagonist, but he wanted Hero to be scrapped though. He got his karma at the end when he chased Thomas over that old bridge. He got his karma.
That was his only accident in the series.
Yeah.
And plus two, what did it ultimately see when Thomas and Hero denied Spencer's apology? What could have happened?
Yeah.
It's Gray Peter Sam.
See.
Wait, what did he say did to Spencer? No, Spencer, your apology is denied.
I don't know.
I guess it's
Here's BR Green Peter Sam.
Oh,
Army Green Peter Sam, like he's serving in the military. Black Peter Sam. Gray Peter Sam again. And normal.
I like the normal best.
And for Sir Handel's liveries is black stripes Sir Handel, red Sir Handel with stripes, green Sir Handel, pink Sir Handel,
Let's go pink.
yellow Sir Handel, gray Sir Handel, and regular.
Oh, Sir Handel, huh? Trying to be like his brother, Proteus.
Yep. There's for Rheneas, we have yellow, purple Rheneas, green Rheneas, gold Rheneas.
Oh, really? Trying to be like his brother, Smudger, huh?
And next one is for Skarloey. We have.
Wait, speaking of Halloween, since Halloween is right around the corner, I know it's too early, but on either tomorrow or Friday, I'm going to change my profile picture for Halloween. This time, going to be a costume character. Last year, I was a wizard.
It's probably going to be. I'll probably use it. Probably use the Thomas the Tank Engine looking. Thomas being scared in the dark.
Next one.
Thomas being shocked in the dark will be
next
probably
one is blue Skarloey, like how Talyllyn is now. Green Skarloey.
I know it's early, but I'm just like
black Skarloey.
Yeah, what can I say? I've always liked
gold Skarloey.
I should have used the Thomas O face.
Maybe I should use those liveries for Skarloey and Rheneas in this stream. If we can couple them. I have to. It's like I have to. I want to find a way to have one pull the other.
UP's asking if he wants to show us the 2025 catalog.
Yeah.
No.
Because we already saw it in the last stream.
Oh,
And
okay.
UP
I wasn't there at the time.
So hate UP no matter what.
Oh yeah. We're so mad at him for what he did.
Yeah. Let's try to be nice to each other.
Why? I hate UP no matter what.
Well, you're hurting his feelings. So we should all be nice to each other.
Even the ones that we hate.
Yup.
And also teleports, we get to the old mine.
He didn't know better. He was a kid back then. He didn't know better.
There's what Victor's liveries are.
I had to correct myself.
There's Victor. There's Luke's liveries. We have Red Luke and BR Green Luke. There's also a gray version of Luke. And Fred. There's a white version of him. It's like I'll have to try. If we go to Skarloey Season 5 model, his horrified face is more like his offended face. Or... I think I'll have to try his small scale and change it to gold.
Gold Skarloey. Who would have guessed?
And gold Rheneas.
After all, it's Skarloey and Talyllyn's birthday, so yeah.
Dax. No. Travel. Remember Dawn from Pokemon?
Remember Dawn from Pokemon? Yep.
Yeah. What about her?
What do you think of her?
She's a good character, I think.
I'm casting her as Flora in my Quentin Times parody Thomas spoof. I'm casting her as Flora, the steam tram.
I mean,
Then just be Toby.
Here's the spot of Duncan in the old mine.
Speaking of Dawn, how come Dawn had a Pokemon named Piplup?
That's her decision.
It's her acquaintance.
Wait, what is Piplup a penguin?
Yes.
I'm to find the
Isn't Piplup nice?
I think so. He is. Like I'm. If we had to go to Lakeside, loop, and here's Strawberry. Oh no, Strawberry Grove. I have to think which part of the Skarloey Railway is the topmost part. Possibly Lakeside. I think that's the top station.
Isaiah, what are you doing?
That's Dawn. It's Dawn being a literal sass queen.
What's wrong? Who are you?
Uh-oh.
Excuse me, your rudeness, but we met once
Do you see how Dawn has quite a temper?
Yep.
You think you're funny, don't ya? Listen, mister, you nasty insulting square. That's what Paul's gonna say.
You? Who are you? No way! Paul will definitely know who I am.
Even if Paul does know you, he'll say, "You're pathetic and no match for me." You even know what the name of the evolved form is? DD. Don't ever call me DD again!
Old Transfer Yards, aka Boulder Quarry.
Don't go there! Are you calling me stupid? No, but I'm thinking about it now. How can you think without a brain? You tell jokes as good as you catch from there! That way! I think it's this way. Huh? Why, Don? Just a hunch. Not good enough.
A few moments later.
Let's try this way. Well, I think we should go that way. How come? Just a hunch.
Wait, you know that Pokemon character Iris?
Yeah, I know some things about her. She uses Dragon type Pokemon.
There'll be Skarloey and Rheneas after when they've gotten a new coat of paint at the Steamworks for their birthday.
Wait, why are they painting cream?
I just wanted them to be that way for their birthday. They use the big engine fast popping sounds if you listen closely.
Wait, Dak, oh no, Treble. Do you like this quote when Carpenter always said, "Screw you guys, I'm going home"?
From South Park.
Yeah.
That's funny, I guess.
Why does Carpenter say, "Screw you guys, I'm going home"?
That could be his catchphrase.
Yep.
He doesn't say that anymore in modern South Park.
Who, Kenny?
McCartman.
I'm going home.
Well, Kenny said it before in other episodes, didn't he?
Now what we get is Rheneas, or some people like to call him Rheneas.
Yep.
Gonna leave Boulder Quarry.
I'm not following this stupid hippie around anymore. Eric, where are you going? I'm going this way. Young man, I am the adult here, and I say you go this way. Yeah, but I'm going over. Nah. Young man, I have had it. No. You nah, me nah.
Screw you
I don't know,
guys,
you
I'm going home.
Good. You deserve to die, you little bastard. Either I'm
Gee, Treble, that was hot.
Rheneas got derailed.
Why did she say, "Good, you deserve to die, you little bastard"?
Well, because Eric Cartman's a jerk.
Damn,
And a brat. Like
was
Norman
honest.
Price.
that was hot. Wait a
Looks like we
minute,
got a-
exacting time. No, Dax, stop calling him Rheneas. It is Rheneas, not Rheneas.
They're both
Because-
correct, Isaiah.
But Trevor, it's Rheneas.
Both are correct, you know.
That's what I said.
Looks like I gotta back them down onto.
Like, come on.
Back them down
They
the
were
line.
him as Rheneas, even now you mounted his name Phineas.
Like, what if there was a future Phineas and Ferb episode where where someone pronounces Phineas's name as Phineas?
No.
Now, because I should see that. First, Rheneas comes in as the engine of the hour, the engine who turned 160 this year. Now all we do is going to get Skarloey.
What about film? Wait, remember that fan guy scene where Joe tried to kill himself the night before?
Yep.
Why did he want to end his life?
He wanted to make an attempt.
No.
Wrong way, Skarloey. Wrong way. Wrong track.
That he argued over the price of breakfast this morning. It makes no sense. Damn it. Joe? Joe, you're alive. Are you hurt? I'm not sure. Well, just hang in there, Joe. We'll get some help. No, just let me die. Oh no, can't do that, Joe. We're friends. We look out for each other. I mean, you should have that day I accidentally wore Lois's jeans.
This is the signal of. This is the. This is the signal.
I don't get it though. Why did Peter the man tell you have to wear Lewis's jeans?
This is the signal. This is the signal of chorus of whistles and cheers.
So good. Uh-oh.
All right, boys, give me up to speed.
Wait, Dax. Remember when he ate those expired chips?
Yep.
When he flew out the toilet, how come he left his shoes and pants behind? How did he get them back?
That's how it was animated. Look, it's Thomas, but he's in narrow gauge. Look
Just
at
like
that,
certain
Trevor.
Dale Thomas events.
Speaking of David Tonneson, child, he was pissed off this. I was on Instagram yesterday and I saw a tweet that Bond's gonna appear in a David Tonneson in North Carolina. Oh, hell no.
Oh.
Blind Scotsman appeared at an event in North Carolina.
Besides, why did Hit Entertainment have to own Bonnie in the first place? Why can't Bonnie be owned by Disney?
I don't want Disney owning Thomas ever. Never, ever, ever, ever.
No, I said Bonnie, not Thomas. What is Disney own Bonnie?
Bonnie?
No, Bonnie.
Oh, Barney. I thought you said Bonnie. Like Bonnie. I don't know.
In Toy Story.
I used to like Barney, but now I can't stand him nowadays.
You know what I found out, Trevor? Daniel Vado, she did use appear in Bonnie when she was a kid. So she did. I was surprised they learned this. I can't believe Daniel Vado, when she was a kid, she appeared on a Bonnie set. She did. But then before when stupid BJ came in, that orange dinosaur. Speaking of BJ, you know, the young one, what is his name again? I forgot. They named the young one's name into Billy. What?
Did Thomas derail?
Yeah. Looks like one of his wishes should be him being turned into a narrow gauge engine, you know, to be part of this event.
I mean, he had nothing too, though. I mean, child, you know you hate Bonnie. Do you out support the death of the creator Bonnie or no?
I would never wish death on anyone who worked on Barney or anything, because I'm not that evil.
I mean, think about it. Even though during Bonnie's run, you know, there's a lot of hate for Bonnie, but the crazy death threat, I mean, that was a bit too far, though.
I agree. Death threats aren't fun at all.
I mean, compared to Dora, I mean, you know, Dora was popular and overhead at the exact time, but at least the Cray didn't see death threat, and the Cray was all a good person. But compared to Loud House, I only enjoy how it was seeing this one the Fray. The reason why it's hated by nowadays, why still a lot of many people to this day, is due to the creator himself. The creator
the creator of the Loud House. What was his name again?
Chris.
He just basically ruined the show's reputation. He basically ruined the show. And I don't think it's ever going to get good again because, one, Nickelodeon does not even care anymore. And second of all, the creator ruined his own reputation. I don't think he's ever going to change his way because he has a bad reputation. It was
he's a sicko, from what I've heard.
If I was him, just in the Loud House and just do something to do better in life because you're wasting that.
And you get mental therapy too.
And you basically caught the Loud House downfall. You basically ruined the show. You know how with SpongeBob, I was seeing Hannibal left the show before he passed away in 2018. The show itself is not a complete disaster ever since season 4 onwards.
That was bad. Oh no, not Victor.
And plus two, another one Nickelodeon is not the same one nowadays. It's just they focus 20% on fucking Paw Patrol. We don't need fucking Paw Patrol 24/7. We do not.
I don't hate Paw Patrol. I'm just not that obsessed with it.
I mean, think about it. They're just a Paw Patrol all time 20%. We don't even need it. If I had been a Paw Patrol, I could be watching over and over again 24/7. That's the same case with Thomas. Even though I love Thomas, but watch the same thing over and over again, you get bored after for a while. Hell, look
Yeah,
at
it's nice to have variety once in a while.
Hell, look at Dora and SpongeBob. Even though they were popular back in the day, and it's still out today, Nickelodeon didn't treat them like Gift from God, and there were other Nickelodeon classics, Jay Neutron, The Fairy Yacht Parents, iCarly, Oswald, you named it. But compared to today, all we get now is fucking Paw Patrol 24/7. We don't need fucking Paw Patrol already. We do not 24/7. We do not. Even kids do not want to see Paw Patrol 20%. They want to watch something else. Kids are either entertained, but they're not stupid.
That's what Kadikarus once said.
I could put Little Barker and Steamer from Five Nights at Smothers as part of the event. But you must. But get this. Look at this. When I press each, I'll whistle for each of the engines. James S. Thomas's whistle. And the whistle steamroll doesn't come from even doesn't come.
Is your mic messed up, Dax? I can
That
barely
happened
hear you.
every time you Google Meet. Dax, fix the mic. Oh yeah, Gabe. I was basically talking to Chuck of how like the creator the lab Railway or reputation and the show itself.
Yeah. Now I
Like
understand.
Chris Savino, you
My
know?
mic was
Yeah, like I said, if I was him, I would just end the loud house and do something to do better in life. That next time be heartbroken, but it's for a good reason. I only enjoy 1 to 3 of Loud House. Scene 4 onward didn't capture the charm of the Loud House. It just doesn't. And plus 2, like I said, Nicholas did not even care anymore, nor the creator did not give a damn about the Loud House even itself. It was a fine show he created. I mean, there were some bad things in it, but I don't think it's the best thing ever come from the world. I think the show is decent. I don't care what these topic haters say, the worst thing ever in the world. There definitely multiple what things are out there, like Velma, for example, and we don't talk about Velma.
I agree with you there.
Yep.
No, we don't talk about some bad videos like All Within Skill, Papa Good 2016, and Benton 2016.
So, James has Thomas's whistle sound as I mentioned earlier.
Wait, Trevor, do you like Ben 10?
I'm not that into it. I don't know much about it.
Why?
I know a lot of people like it.
My mom and I love Ben 10.
Here's Stephanie's alternate whistle.
Holy shit.
Paxton also has Diesel's horn. And listen to his alternate whistling.
My bottom's wet!
You're gonna get cancer now.
I don't know. Next up we have Oliver, who is a season 3. His alternate whistle is from season 3. Both the ducks' whistles. And if we go to Thomas, we go to alternate whistle. Magic Railroad style. This in turn is the signal of a chorus of cheers and whistles for engines big and small. And for the engines of the hour.
Hey, Gabe.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wait a minute, Gabe. What is your least favorite show in terms of TV show? What is your least favorite show?
Other locations we have are the transfer yards.
Gabe, answer the question.
Well, the reason why I don't have like any, I mean, there is only one show that I somewhat hate, in my opinion.
And look
And
at this
that has
Proteus.
to be Sonic X.
There's Proteus's statue.
Yeah, wait, child. I think I did ask you back in March, like, do you hate Sonic? And you agreed that you hate Sonic. All because one certain character we cannot stand, that fucking Chris character.
Well, Chris Thorndike.
Yes,
Yep.
him.
That's not the only reason why Sonic X sucked. It's because 4Kids altered certain scenes, like getting rid of some letters on picket signs and stuff, because they think kids don't know how to read.
Right. So
I honestly don't get it. Also, I made this today. My
LBSC Thomas.
Nice.
For my old whatever was left of my plural Thomas.
By the way, Trevor.
Don't worry, I'm getting a Tommy Thomas so I can make like another variant of
What is it, Isaiah?
Hyper Thomas.
Have you seen this character and this show? Have you seen this before?
Seen what?
Have you seen this before?
Hurley.
No, I haven't.
She's cute. I'm not gonna lie. Probably looks cute.
But beside Crovin's Gate, we get Elizabeth, Bulgy, and George, and Carr.
Wait, isn't it Bulgy evil?
No, he was.
Then he reformed for the most part.
What if he reformed in unscheduled stops?
Well, he
Bulgy
did.
He did.
He's
in
more
Bulgy
grumpy
Rising.
nowadays than he was evil.
I thought he was evil.
In his first appearance, he was.
I don't get it though. Isn't it true he's friends with Judas Diesel?
We don't know because we know he has other bus friends from the mainland, I think.
There's car alarm.
Another thing too about with Bulgy. What if Bulgy meets Diesel 10?
What if Bulgy met Diesel 10?
I don't know. Maybe they could be friends, or maybe Bulgy would be scared of him.
I don't know. But what if you meet George the Steamroller? Would they team up?
They would definitely team up, yeah, because they prefer roads.
And plus two, George and Bulgy would help join Diesel 10 to take out the island of Sodor.
Here's car alarm.
Someone's breaking into me!
Alt horn. Get this, alt horn.
That sounds like something from The Simpsons.
Oh yeah, I forgot to show you this. I made this yesterday. Look.
You're making a custom engine shed.
Nice.
Did it until I get the real timid shed. Maybe next year when I build Vision to get it, but not right now though. Wait, Charlie, you did tell me you do have like sheds you can make your own timid shed. You have 6 engine sheds.
I don't really have a Bachmann Timma sheds, but I do have 6 Tomy sheds.
Can you make that the timid sheds?
I could try, but the problem is when it comes to that blue turntable thing, the only parts I don't have are the diamond shaped connectors for certain tracks.
Wait a minute. It can be based on the registry timid shed, but all it needs color. What color should I do it? Like green and yellow?
Like a green and vanilla. Like
Okay.
the actual
So,
Timma sheds.
There's-
yeah, this and the shed, it's going to be used for my new series, Talyllyn Railway Terror. It's going to premiere in October, and it's going to be an improvement. Unfortunately, the floor I cannot make it green to grass yet. I would get green mat for the grass, but not right now because I'm gonna use what I got. And either next month, November, I'm gonna get the post on Timid Sheds. I use my DVDs and book for station platforms. Like
Right.
this top right here will be the roof. I'm gonna make this green, and as for the side interviews, it's gonna be either yellow or green color. I'm gonna try and better add windows on each sides.
There's Elizabeth. What we have.
Waiting, gate, waiting that day what I have.
There's
Very nice idea.
Bulgy. That's a good idea. Next
But
up, we
wait a
got
minute. But what kind
Bulgy.
of paint do I need? What kind of paint should I use?
I don't know what paint you should use.
Wait, Gabe, you use like apple barrel paint.
There's Devious Bulgy.
I think you could use
This is George.
You can mix yellow paint and a bit of white paint.
Oh yeah, and another thing too, Trevor, I did know your old video that you used to make some customs. They were not bad, but why you get rid of them? Like,
Well,
you-
because I don't like what I made. That's all.
but come on, Trevor, you should like improve on your skills. Like the cut you made at least with Dylan was Eagle the Red Engine.
But like the alternate horn on car sounds like it's the name. It's from the car that has orange and has a number 01 on it here.
The one that we took me out though, why you make that Chinese orange tender engine? Why you make from the 2018 Edward? It's an abomination.
That's my decision, Isaiah. Okay.
No, not that custom. The 2018 Edward. It looks awful.
Yeah, I agree. It does look awful, but the only reason why I bought that 2018 Edward was just to keep that yellow troublesome van that goes backwards.
Why couldn't I just cut from the 2012 Edward? I don't get with you, Trevor. Why you hate the fact that you do not like Edward, Henry, Gordon, and Jim with separate tender? What do you have against with that?
I don't
like
know.
Edward, Henry, and Toby. I just don't
Henry,
like the
Gordon?
2018 models.
You don't.
No.
What I mean, with their separately coupled tenders. You know the versions that have separately coupled tenders.
Yes.
Isaiah's saying, what do you have against them?
Nothing. I don't remember what I said a long time ago. I usually prefer tenders that you don't have to detach, so that way kids can tell that the tender's part of the engine.
By exacting time, though, well, sometimes the wire break off. I mean, in 2012 made Liberate tenders. They did Henry, Edward, and Jane. Unfortunately, they didn't do the Gordon, but we at least got the Chapman Chinese knockout Gordon. Well, I think the Chapman Chinese knockout Gordon.
Oh wait, I
The knockoff
believe it's
Gordon?
Yeah,
I believe it's the knockoff Gordon. Oh, now I remember. It's the Dixie car horn that car has here.
It might be a knockoff, but I like the fact how it literally tender. I think that would go look like if he was not canceled.
Right.
What about the Predator 2015 Gordon? What do you think of that Gordon model?
The 2015 Gordon for which range?
Playrail.
Playrail. Well, honestly, I did like the side rods. I just preferred the old Tommy Gordon because it looks more accurate to the model series.
I mean, at least the Predator Gordon how he was in GDI at least. And plus
Right.
too, I do like the side rods. Like, unfortunately, they didn't do exactly trade with Henry and Rebecca. The 2018 Henry, at least it's not the similar as 2018 Edward. It's decent. It's not the one thing ever I see. I mean, it's not bad from afar, but the red of him is a bit of a downgrade if you ask me. I mean, I did
Right.
know back in 2021 I want to get an older Henry model, but unfortunately the plan did not go through and I bought some other shit. And plus two, I was entering high school also. Wait, speaking of vacation, I need to tell you all good news.
What?
So for Columbus weekend, my family and I, we're gonna be in New Jersey again, but only for Columbus weekend. We're gonna stay there only for the weekend. We'll come back on Monday. We just staying
Okay.
for the weekend, for like 2 to 3 days.
Brothers, we also get a drivable slate truck.
And I never experienced what New Jersey was like in the fall because I know at one point we went there during Easter weekend, and I knew it was a bad idea when my book, but we did have fun, I guess. So it'll be my first time doing it in the fall. Who knows? If I like it during the fall, then we might do it again. Even though it might be a bit chilly in October, the good thing is, though, it'll be less crowded since summer vacation is now over. I hope that next year that summer gonna be a whole lot better than me. But I wait till
Wow.
next is gonna be great because my mom's booking out a vacation back to DR again. I'm excited for February of 2026 because we're going back to DR again.
Oh, wow, that's good news. Look at this. We got a drivable slate truck,
Runaway truck.
but there's a horn on this. But get this.
I mean, even if I do go to DR in a different country, the only way you would contact me will be either on Discord and Instagram. You still talk to me on YouTube comments though.
But if you press alternate horn on either of these, you get Rusty's two-tone horn.
Right.
You can also drive Boulder.
Although, if I did book my first solo vacation to myself, I don't know where I should go at. I would do know be only in the United States. It was probably either New Jersey, Florida, or California. Either of those three places. That was my first solo vacation to myself. Only get some time off. Not like being selfish or anything.
Here's what the old Mid-Sodor looks like.
The Mid-Sodor. Wait a
What?
minute. I thought Smudger was evil.
He's not really evil. He's just mischievous and disobedient.
We didn't hear what I said, but Smudger just laughed.
But here's what the Linton and Barnstaple van looks like in narrow gauge.
Speaking of Smudger, what did Smudger me do this diesel?
I don't know.
It would be
what
enemies, obviously.
But I thought they'd be friends because he is a negative equivalent of this diesel.
There's Boulder on Mid-Sodor Railway.
Oh wait a minute. I forgot to show you this.
The Big Book of Engines.
Wow.
I got the 2020 UK edition. Wait. Oh shit. It's raining outside. Fuck.
It was raining outside in my area too. Today.
It's gonna rain also tomorrow.
Yeah, same here.
I'm only gonna show one page of this book.
Yeah, and then after that, I have to go to bed. So
yeah, me too.
Show me quick.
Okay. Look, Sonny. Remember Sonny?
Oh, I love Sonny. I think he's underrated. I think he deserves more character development.
It's too bad for Sonny is that he got little merchandise. He didn't get a Traumatic Greatest Moments pack in 2020.
Or would really counterpart.
You know, Duchess and Candy have one, but unfortunately, Sonny did not. What do you think of the Trap Method Duchess? I think it's nice.
It does look nice, but I would have liked it if Tomy made a Playrail version as well.
I mean, Trap Method not all bad though. Could you modify it to have like the old Trap Method wheels?
I don't know how to do that.
I mean, there is a way. There's another you can make it work on old Trap, but the way is that it's too complicated.
Yeah, I'm not gonna bother doing that then.
Here's Talyllyn's birthday from last year.
I love a birthday. And no matter how you look at it, 160 years old is a big one. Although there's evidence that Talyllyn wasn't delivered to Tywin until April 1865, an order book from the Lauka Works where she was built notes that she was, quote, delivered September 24th, 1864. Clearly, both cannot be true. It's possible that the engine was completed and stored for a few months, until there was a job of work for her to do. Talyllyn was based on one of Fletcher Jennings' standard designs, namely the A-Class. These 040 saddle tanks had previously been built by the company to narrow gauges of 2 foot 10 inches and 2 foot 8 inches. Talyllyn was not fitted with a cab, but a weatherboard. The Victorians believed a stout coat would more than compensate, and a flared top chimney instead of the usual stovepipe, to distinguish her from the usual industrial types produced. When Talyllyn was first revealed in 1865, she caused...
It's the Preservation Society's choice.
When Talyllyn was first revealed in 1865, she caused quite a stir, not only in the local community, but among the staff of the newly constructed railway. The long overhang at the rear of the engine meant she rode roughly at anything other than walking pace. This was fine for the slow industrial shunting for which the class had been intended, but was not suitable for the Talyllyn's 12-mile-an-hour run up the Faythew Valley with a train of passengers. It wasn't long before she was sent back to Lauka to be rebuilt with trailing wheels, making her the 042 we are familiar with today. With 2 reliable working engines in the form of Talyllyn and Dolgoch...
When did she and Dolgoch got capped? When did that happen?
I don't know. Sometime later on.
In the form of Talyllyn and Dolgoch, the railway settled down into a comfortable existence, shuttling slate from the quarry to King's Wharf and carrying passengers up and down the valley. Over the years, the engines had various...
Here's something funny. You know the first two, the Skarloey Railway book, when Skarloey came to Skarloey Railway?
Baltimore Raven 123 said, I liked.
Well, you know it's not adapted in television. It was adapted in my time as library to Skarloey book. It was. I never noticed that as a kid.
It's called Very Old Engines.
Yeah, that book. That story was that in my time's library Skarloey book. It was.
Anyway,
they should have adapted it a long time ago.
I actually get going.
Oh, no.
Yeah, me too. So I'll see you guys next time, maybe.
We'll see ya.
Happy 161st birthday to Skarloey and Talyllyn.
Yep.
And down the valley. Over the years, the engines had various parts replaced. Amazingly.
Let's just continue this.
Over the years, the engines had various parts replaced. Amazingly, you can still see some of these parts today, though most of them aren't on Talyllyn anymore. The original saddle tank was used as a sand store and was found buried under Pendray sheds. You can still see Talyllyn's second saddle tank if you take a trip up the line just before quarry siding. By the turn of the century, Talyllyn was showing her limitations a little. Although able to haul trains up the line, The challenge was stopping her. Fletcher Jennings had fitted the engine with wooden brake blocks on only the rear set of driving wheels. It's little wonder that Dolgoch, with no trailing wheels and therefore more weight available for braking, became the preferred option when the weather went Welsh. Still, the engines lumbered on, with minimal rebuilds and minimum attention. The railway's slow decline began as the slate industry disappeared, and a new owner was found. Sir Henry Hayden-Jones, the local MP, took over in 1911 and vowed to keep the line running so long as he lived. But the costs of keeping it going were high. By the 1930s, both engines had fallen into disrepair. Pictures of Talyllyn from this period show an incredible amount of leakage from the steam chest, showing her poor condition. In 1944, an engineer from the Atlas Foundry, which would overhaul Dolgoch, wrote a report on Talyllyn. He noted a bulging firebox, worn out in motion, injectors in need of complete overhaul, and worn safety valves. The conclusion, from their perspective, was that
when the engine is dismantled, no doubt other repairs would present themselves, and in view of the general poor state of this loco, we draw your attention to the remarks in the letter enclosed on this subject.
But the railway had no choice to keep running than to keep Talyllyn going until Dolgoch returned. Once back in 1945, Dolgoch handled all of the traffic, and Talyllyn was put inside Pendre sheds. Over the next 5 years, the quarry which she had been built to serve would be closed, and Sir Henry Hayden-Jones would pass away. The first disruption to Talyllyn's slumber, however, would be fresh blood from the neighbouring Corris Railway. In 1951, the Talyllyn became the world's first preserved railway, and new stock was sought out. Talyllyn was moved out of the running shed and into a barn out of the way. Tom Rolt said,
"The condition of number 1, Talyllyn, was so bad that any idea of restoring her to good running order had to be dismissed as financially out of the question."
Eventually, however, an interest was taken in the mouldering engine that sat in a barn. The Midlands Area Group wanted a project, and on March the 24th, 1957, Talyllyn was whisked away to Gibbons Brothers for a complete overhaul. The brief was a like-for-like restoration. It was an incredibly generous offer, and one which breathed new life into an engine which many had thought would never steam again. The story so far might seem familiar, because one of the preservation pioneers was, of course, the Reverend Wilbert Awdry. The story of an engine in a barn brought back like a phoenix from the ashes very much resembles that of Skarloey, as introduced in Railway Series Book Number 10, Four Little Engines.
Skarloey watched Edward being taken back to the works. Then, shutting his eyes, he dozed in the warm afternoon sun. He smiled as he dozed, for he was dreaming, as old engines will, of happy days in the past.
The earlier events on the Talyllyn inspired the events of Book 20.
Very old engines. The book, written for the Talyllyn Railway centenary and first published 1965.
You can see the model he made for Skarloey in the Narrow Gauge Railway Museum in Towyn, alongside one of the props used in the television series. The restoration of Talyllyn at Gibbons Brothers was not straightforward, however. Although a substantial factory with numerous engineers, they were not railway engineers. They returned Talyllyn in 1958 with all parts restored. Unfortunately, not all parts had made it to Birmingham in the first place. On her first run up the line, she ran out of steam at Hendy Holt because the smoke box had no floor. None had been present on the engine when she'd arrived. Even once one had been fabricated and fitted, although Talyllyn looked the business, she didn't steam to that standard. Crews found her unreliable as passenger numbers increased and heavier trains became the norm. An overhaul between 1968 and 1972 saw a number of problems resolved, but making the engine fit to run on trains in the present day was key. The extension of the passenger line to Nant Gwernol meant traversing sharper turns, for which Talyllyn's rigid wheelbase was not entirely suited. This was achieved in a rebuild between 1982 and 1986. The trailing wheel was set back and the valve gear replaced. This seems to have set everything right. Talyllyn has become a very highly regarded engine indeed. 2014 saw the engine come into trouble, however, when the original side rods were damaged and the engine failed. An urgent trip to the Festiniog Railway's Boston Lodge ensured that she would be back up and running in time for her 150th birthday celebrations. You can see the original rods in the Narrow Gauge Railway Museum. In 2015, she was repainted in a best guess at the original livery worn in 1865, before being sent for overhaul in 2018. In May 2024, she returned to steam, now painted in a Great Eastern-inspired blue. Her repairs have set her up for many more years of happy running, and just in time for her 160th birthday. Happy birthday, Talyllyn.
And happy birthday, Baltimore Raven 123, to Talyllyn, Skarloey, and the other narrow gauge engine.
Talyllyn and Dolgar at Talyllyn are 100 too. How about going to wish them many happy returns?
And we will. Next up is Peter Sam. If we can try to, it's Edward Thomas. Edward Thomas is now 104. We're gonna end off the stream with this. Anyways, guys, today has been somewhat of a good stream for 100. Much better than last year. So what was your guys' favorite part? Was it high up in the hills, Talyllyn and Edward Thomas's videos, or anything else? Or the high up in the hills gameplay, which I showed the different liveries. And I also showed, was what the centenary would look like for Skarloey and Renius's birthdays. So, we will close off with the narrow gauge engine song, but classic style.
High up in the Sodor Hills, among the lakes and trees, there are some very special friends Thomas likes to see. They are the narrow gauge engines running on the narrow gauge track. Friends like Rusty Duncan, Duke and Freddie, Mighty Mac. They've got their own controller, Mr. Percival is his name. And though they're small, they're strong and really useful just the same. Their Sodor's best kept secret, and people hardly know. Because they're small, they take the loads, where that bigger trains can't go. They work with James and Thomas at the transfer yard. And though they're smart and friendly, these engines work so hard. They are the narrow gauge engines running on the narrow gauge track. Skarloey, Peter, and Phineas, Sir Handel at the back. They work with James and Thomas at the transfer yard. And though they're smart and friendly, these engines work so hard. They are the narrow gauge engines running on the narrow gauge track. Skarloey, Peter, and Phineas, Sir Handel at the back. They've got their own controller, Mr. Percival is his name. Walkers, campers, fishermen, to all of them they're friends. Puffing proudly up the slopes and rattling round the bends. They are the narrow gauge engines running on the narrow gauge track. Friends like Rusty Duncan, Fearless Freddy, Mighty Mac. They've got their own controller, Mr. Percival is his name. And though they're small, they're strong and really useful just the same. Walkers, campers, fishermen, to all of them they're friends. Puffing proudly up the slopes and rattling round the bends. They are the narrow gauge engines running on the narrow gauge track. Friends like Rusty Duncan, Fearless Freddy, Mighty Mac. They've got their own controller, Mr. Percival is his name. And though they're small, they're strong and really useful just the same.
And it's good that you like Thomas Wrenn Strange in Sesame Street, Baltimore Raven 123. So, see you in the next time, everybody. Join me again next time, or I'm going to be live before going to Kansas Rail Fest and the next time after that. This is James and Sailor Jupiter Fan 2001 saying, good night, everybody. Happy birthday to the narrow gauge engines, mainly Skarloey and Talyllyn, the little old twins, and as well as Renius and Dolgosh, the other little old twins. Good night, everybody.